Welcome to the Dr. Chris Radio of Horror show. Tonight, here on Radio of Horror, we have a distinguished actress, director, writer on the show with us to talk a little bit about her new vampire erotic thriller that was sent to me by her company. And Christina Shine is on the show on Radio of Horror to talk to us. Thank you for coming on the show with us.
Thanks for having me.
First question I have is what gave you the idea for this vampire adult film?
The idea is come from the movie Interview with the Vampire. So I saw that movie and I thought, oh my gosh, we have to create this on my website because Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt were so sexy and so fascinating in the movie. So I decided to creating Halloween special movie on mixedx.com and
And that's
it was a huge success. So I decided to continue.
And that your the name of your website again, that's your website, right? Like you own that?
Yeah,
That's your company?
yes.
What other horror films are you a fan of besides Interview with the Vampire?
Okay, Interview the Vampire for me it's not a horror movie, but
Debatable.
uh, I like you know Robert Eggers.
Do I know which film?
Do you know Robert Eggers? He's a writer and director, and he's made this movie Witch.
Yes,
I
yes, I've seen Witch. Yes.
Yes, I kind of like this raw style. I love his style, and also I like charactering.
Witch is based here in where I live in Massachusetts, in America.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Witch is it takes place in Salem, which is here in Massachusetts.
Oh, good to you. How
Yeah, so
lucky you are.
you should come out to Salem sometime with your partner and your friends and enjoy Salem in the fall at Halloween.
Yes, probably we have to go there. I didn't know that. Thanks for the information.
I will be your tour guide through Salem if you decide to come.
Oh, thank you.
Are you a big horror movie fan or vampire fan?
I like vampires and I like horror movies.
Do you like
But
the act of being kissed on the neck and bitten on the neck? Obviously, in your films, you probably have done that.
you know, both. I like thrillers and I like that kind of movies which is fucked up my mind. So it's not that bloody. And also I like bloody stuff. Like the scream, I think it's terrible. I was scared, you know.
Scream, the slasher movie with Ghostface, you mean?
Yeah. When I was child, I was thinking, okay, it's funny. And the new movies, as seen a grown up woman in the new, I think they realized a few years ago, with Jenna Ortega, this was very cruel and this was so brutal murderers, you know? And I was shocked. But also I was love this style, so I don't know, maybe I'm too weird, but I love this kind of movies and also I like serial killer series.
Um, why did you when did you break into the porn industry and why?
I I went to the porn industry end of 2016. And why? I was a porn fan before. It's not a secret. So I have always have a fantasy, you know. My favorite was Rocco Siffredi, and I always watch his movies and have this fantasy. Oh my gosh, how would be to have a sex with him and so on. And I have a boyfriend who is also uh how to say not a porn fan, but he kind of like porn, and he's like bang my vibe stuff guy, and and you know I was like, why not? I'm I'm not shy in front of the camera, and it makes me excited to be a bad girl and show the world how bad I am and show the real face expression and give the viewers the real the real sex what they are really like. So this is why.
Um, let's see. Talk about the actresses in your film.
What do you want to know about the actresses?
Talk about who they are. Talk about their performances. How did you find them?
Okay, we're working with model agencies, and model agencies have a huge amount of models, so we can choose them by photos. And also, I researching their past. I watch photos of them or the movies they are acting. And if I see something special or they are nice, I book them. So it's so easy.
Have you worked with any of them before?
Yes, yes. Also in my company, I'm sometimes performing because my fans is requiring more Christina Shine on mix. But now, right now, I'm a director, not a performer. But
You're
sometimes I'm
I noticed in a
some.
lot of your I noticed in a lot of your films your hair color changes a lot. You've gone from blonde to black to looks like it's brown now.
It looks like brown now.
It's the
It's
light.
red.
It's the light, yeah.
Yeah, but the light, but right now it's
Oh, it's
red.
red? Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So when I was started porn, I was a blondie. But women
What's
are aging and are getting more serious, and maybe it's more business look-alike and more business
it
lady.
it seems like that the MILF porn is very popular, like the older woman cougar porn, the 40s, 30s, women in their 30s and 40s getting into porn seems to be very popular.
Oh yes, it's a very popular category. But the fun fact is, when I start porn, I was 27 years old, and I was already MILF. They say I'm a MILF, and I thought, oh my gosh, but I'm young, In my mind, I'm not an old woman, but right now I get it. So I never been a look like a teen girl.
Um, there's a few actresses that I've there's a few actresses I have met in the adult film industry that said they have been cast in the MILF role, but they were like in their late 20s or early 30s. They don't even have children yet. They were like, I don't get why. I was like, I don't see it.
Yes, because in porn time is very fast. So the age of 18 to 25, the girls are teen or college girls, and after 25, almost everybody goes to MILF.
Wow,
But
that's incredible. That's something I wasn't aware of. Um, do you want to write and direct more and do less in front of the? Do you want to write and direct behind the camera and do less in front of the camera adult scenes?
now I'm comfortable behind the camera. I'm enjoying the directing movies and writing movies, and it's something special because I've been a performer before, so I exactly know what the performer needs, what the performer wants, so I can feel better. So I have experience in the porn industry. Some producer never been in front of the camera, never acting before, so they didn't know what the performer needs to create a very great movie.
What's
But also,
what's the best and worst part of working in the adult film industry?
as a performer or as a director,
Both. Tell a story about that kind of leads into the other question about talking about an experience that was really great as a director and an experience that was really great as a performer. but also feel free to talk about an experience that was horrible and bad, something you want to get out, express. And you don't have to say names. You could just tell a story about like an experience you had while making a scene and it was awful, but an experience you had while making a scene that was, the best orgasm ever or something.
Yeah, I have a lot of story.
I'm sure.
Okay, I don't I don't say names, but
Yeah, don't say names, but just tell a story about something that was so, tell something that you think other people who want to get into the industry would relate to. How about that?
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So as a performer, starting with the good things, uh, you will meet very kind and very funny persons. And and for example, as a woman, shoot with guys mostly, and they make me feel like a lady. They say nice words to you before the scene. They prepare you for the scene. They creating the atmosphere that you feel beautiful, and for me it's a very good experience to having fun and giving uh, uh, giving the viewers the scene what they really eager for, to see real connection between the performers. And when the time goes and the performers sincere, they know your body, they know how you are react, what you like. And after the whole scenes would be not work anymore, because we really enjoy what we are doing because we know each other.
Are you are you so me my so for myself, I'm involved in with a partner, let's say BDSM. Is that anything you've ever done in your adult films?
Mm, I did one scene, but it wasn't a real BDSM. So I never been involved with a real BDSM stuff.
Is that something you're interested in?
Um, if I'm a dominant one, yes.
If you're
But
the dominant one, so you don't want to be the submissive.
no, I'm definitely not a submissive one.
Okay, so you'd want to be the dominant one in the scene.
Oh yeah,
Is that
yeah,
something you think about? Is that something you've thought about pursuing, like doing some movie, some video with real like dominant, like somebody who's gonna join me to talk with you, Isabella Sinclair. She's a dominatrix here in the United States.
okay.
And she and I are actually going to a vampire ball at a castle coming up in May.
Wow.
Yeah, she's a friend of mine. She came on the show for Valentine's Day last year, and then her and I did like a fun fan commentary for The Ring, if you've ever heard of The Ring, the horror movie. So we did like
Yes,
a talk review of it, and so she's gonna come with me, but she was gonna join me tonight to talk to you because she has a lot of experience working 30 years in
30
the
years.
adult. 30 years she's worked in the adult film
Wow.
industry as a dominatrix. Yeah. So she's got a lot of experience as an educator, but she's a real dominatrix too. So I was kind of wondering if you were ever planning on getting into like if you wanted to be a dominant in a film, would you want to pursue that? What are some things you'd want to do?
You know, it's funny because when I was a performer before and I was working in a model agency, they always give me the character who was a rich, mean, and not evil, but the mean one. So I'm never been the nice.
Unprofessional, you mean?
What?
Unprofessional, you mean?
No, no, no. I mean, if I went to the company and they look at my face and my attitude, I never get the character who is cute and just like girl in the next door. I'm always be the boss. I'm always be the mean mother. So I don't know why, but I was always the villain of the stories. But I have experience as a domina as well in a real life. So it's not that far from my personality. and we have a scene on my website with Zazie scheme. Um, we do kind of things like I'm dominate her.
When you're editing, do you edit any of your films?
No, it's completely not my work. So I have my team. So my partner, my love is a cinematographer. He's making the editing. He's making the camera work. I have my boom operator. I had my sound maker. So it's a whole team to creating the movies, what you saw on my
Do,
website.
do you get any input in like how you want it to look?
Yes, yes, I have my vision. I writing the
That's right,
stories.
your vision.
Yes, my vision. I writing the stories, and we have a conversation with my cinematographer, with my partner, what I want, and we discuss and we creating. So um,
Do you ever lose yourself in your imagination when you're writing a scene on the computer and you're talking about the you know the whether she's performing orally or she's being taken from behind doggy style? Do you get like lost in the imagination writing it up and just start losing like yourself to it?
yeah, sometimes happening. Yeah, it's normal. I think when you are into the story, you can. I have. I'm an overthinker, and I have a book. So if I have a thing, I just writing, and I searching back, and I writing, and oh, maybe it's too much, maybe it's less. I don't mind. Do it.
What's the number one what's something that you will never do as a performer in any of your films or you don't want to have in any of your films? What's a sexual act that you're like, no, I don't want to do that or I don't want it in the film? Do you have hard limits?
Oh yeah, I do. I never let performers to slapping my face, spitting on my face, and humiliating me.
So nothing like no scat either.
What?
No bodily fluids, let's just say.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So not pissing in my mouth because um, if they do this for me, I don't feel feminine anymore. I feel I lose my femininity. So I'm a lady. I do what I like, and I don't do for money. So
Do you think being in charge of your own company is a new form of feminism in porn? Because you're the boss, you're the leader, you're directing. Do you think there's now more today in 2024? Do you think there's more of a feminist movement in porn for women to take charge and control of their sexuality?
oh
Was that too complicated? Sorry.
no, no, no. I'm just thinking to give you the right answer
Yeah, no, that's
because
fine. I didn't want to overly complicate the question. I was like, I want to ask a really artistic question about, screwing on screen and being in control of it. And it's like you're in control of your own destiny. You're in control of your own film, being the boss, and getting having sex. Whether you're having sex with a man or a woman, and you seem to be the one in control of it all, which is very much a take charge feminist ideal because men have mostly been the directors and writers of porn, but you and several other women I know are like they're in charge.
yes, but it's come from that I wasn't very successful performer in Europe, and I decided to making my own stuff, like amateur stuffs, and we developed this amateur to creating very professional movies with my partner. So this was the motivation for me. But I don't think that I'm a feminist or something like that. I'm just enjoying to be a boss, to be a boss because I don't feel that I'm a boss. I'm just a leader, and I think of my crew that we are a family, and that's all. So it's nothing about feminist stuff. I don't want to
Gotcha.
make charge of men's. Just I was a performer, so I see other point of view of the porn, I think. So I can have better for the performers to be on the set. I understand their needs.
By the way, so you're from Hungary, correct? You're
Oh yeah,
Hungarian? So
yes.
this is the book I recommend you read. This is about Bela Lugosi, the Dracula from Hungary.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is a graphic novel, but it's a biography of Bela Lugosi, who was the first actor to play Count Dracula, the vampire, and he's from Hungary.
Yes. It's it's a how to say, it's a honor, to Hungarian names too
But that's
in the
the
horror
actor I was
movie.
that was the actor I was definitely telling you about previously.
Wow, you have this. Wow. It's creepy, but looks great.
Yes, again, I'm a huge vampire fan, so that's why
Yeah,
I
I
I
see.
do.
And I see the wine is also have this.
Oh yeah. Oh, oops. Yeah, that's gonna fall. Uh, hold on.
Oh, be
Oh
careful.
my God. Stay. Yeah. So the wine has like a cape on it. It's vampire wine. You can find it online. You could probably order it and
And
try it out.
maybe
But
blood on it or what?
it's a red Cabernet Sauvignon.
Or maybe blood.
No, it's just red wine. I think it's like 14.99 a bottle. So and you can buy it online, so you can have it shipped to Budapest. That's right,
Probably
because
I
you
will
you live in
I will
Budapest,
I
right?
will order one.
Gotcha.
Yes.
You live in Budapest?
Close to Budapest. So
Okay.
since 1 year I moved out of Budapest. I'm
Gotcha.
isolate myself. Yeah.
Gotcha. But yeah, you can order that and have it shipped anywhere in the world, I think. So,
I will. I will. It looks great.
oh, it is. It's really good. Again, it's Cabernet Sauvignon. So if you know anything about wine, that's the style.
Yes, I know wine. I like wine, but my problem is if I start to drink, I cannot stop. So it's prefer if I don't drink.
Well, thank you, Christina, for coming on the show to talk a little bit about your film and then your career as well, and then some advice for people working in the industry or looking to get into the industry. So I do appreciate it.